what it was.
So we have a guest,
Vibing.
Giv-e-odd. I said your name right?
Yes, you
Who's
did.
in
Thank
charge
you.
of the clap?
Giv-e-odd.
We clapping. We gonna clap. We gonna clap. We gonna clap. Look, it sounds good when we do it together. It sounds good when we do it together.
Yo, you got a D- today, bro. No homo.
Wow. Wow.
Pause.
That no homo.
He did. I just had to pause it.
That was wicked.
I think D plus would be more important than D minus.
That's why I said D minus. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, D plus is
I was going to
more
say
like.
D or D plus the homos.
Man, I'm about to give a nigga an F. Then I have to
He
He doing good. F is like fuck all the way out.
He
though.
riding too. He riding too. Oh,
Right,
that's what's
right,
up,
right.
man. So let's
Yes, good vibes already.
Yeah,
right?
good vibes
What's up,
already.
man? What's your name, bro?
I
Introduce
bet.
yourself. You know what I mean?
Giv-e-odd Joseph, giv-e-odd Joseph from my zones.
Hey,
I
word,
mean,
word, man.
actor. Been doing it for a few. You might know me from Power. I've done a few web series. I've done a few TV series. My mic's cutting in and out. That's not.
That's disgusting.
Okay, that's not happening on the thing.
I don't even know.
I'm not sure.
All right,
Hope-
cool. I'm
hopefully it's
just
not.
keep it moving.
Yeah, be professional. You see what I'm saying?
So,
Gotta be.
yeah, exactly.
professional. Let's
Gotta be
get it.
professional. Being versatile. That means you could improv on point.
Yeah,
So so I've been acting for a minute. And it's been a good year for me. The next thing, I have a few things that I'm coming up with. Have a short film that just screened called Anime. So, things are going pretty good. But like I said earlier, people know me most from Power and a few web
You was
series.
on Power.
Yeah, I played Biscuit Power. So
You played Biscuit and Power.
Yeah.
And you get smoked.
yeah, I did. I actually got hung.
Shit. Word?
Got
I
hung.
remember
Did it
that
real life hurt
episode.
or no?
Nah,
Nah.
He said, did it
Did it real life
Real
hurt?
life.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
I'm an
my
actor.
God.
Nigga.
That's what's up. Was that like your biggest like?
That's to date. That's been the biggest claim to fame. That's what people stop and recognize.
Well, how did that feel? What? How did that
It was
feel?
dope, man. It was a good fun experience. At the end of the day, I'm just doing what I love.
You got talking to
My
the mic.
TV,
Yeah, I'm
my
trying
TV debut, they killed me too. You heard?
Oh, word. What
Killed
was that?
me.
What was that?
Killed. Bop, 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 bop. I
What's
got
the
shot
debut?
down crazy. I'm even gonna tell you. Don't worry about it. My TV
Didn't want
debut.
nobody know about it.
Niggas went berserk online like Birdie died on. Crazy. It was
Oh, your
Birdie.
name was Birdie?
My name is Birdie.
Your name
Period.
is Birdie.
It's
Yeah,
Birdie.
it is Birdie. My
It's
bad.
the bird.
You know what I mean?
My
So
bad,
it's all good though.
It's the
How did
bird.
you get hooked up here? What's going on? Who you linked
I
to,
know-
man?
I know
Who got
Jay.
you in here? Jay got you here today?
Yeah, Jay, yeah.
And Jay not even here, right?
No, I know Jay because I used to work in the corporate world before I started acting. I was an account executive, meaning I sold advertising.
Okay.
I held accounts with this network, CBS. So I knew Jay through that, and then he saw me yesterday. I was doing an interview for some other show that I'm a part of,
Okay.
and he was like, "Yo, come in through my radio show, man. You gotta get me on." I definitely, man. I'll come and show love. And he said there was some Zoes. I didn't know who the Zoes were, but
See, you see how
I
you
see what it
represent
is.
homie?
I
It's
see
a fact,
what it
bro.
is. I love it.
You know what I mean?
I love it.
You see Chanel?
So how did you get into acting?
Over
Real talk.
Wall Street. Like,
Real
that's
talk.
really like,
Yeah,
like
that's-
how you pick acting
shit,
over.
right?
That's a good, you know what I'm
You
saying?
know what it is? I mean, I know some people, everybody could attest to it. So what happened was I couldn't get out the house in high school. My parents were religious, right?
Alright.
So the only way they let
So
me
you
out
don't
the
got
house
your
if I
ears
did
pierced?
something with.
No.
Nah, I do.
You got the
I went,
Zono,
I
bro?
got, I'm getting Zono,
Oh,
man.
you got the
And
show.
she pulled the first one right out my shit too.
Yo, me
Back,
too,
what you
yo.
talking
Pulled
Me
the first
too,
one
me
right
too.
out.
They
That shit
yanked it
hurt
out.
like a bitch.
Oh,
They
I was-
yanked it out.
like,
Yeah, my mother wasn't with it
bro.
either. She pulled the first one too. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
My
You
brother had
know
the
about
dreads.
that? You had.
Nah, she a girl. She
Nah,
good.
she was
My-
good.
My mom's would have gave you the
Baby.
crazy Martinet, boy. You
Oh,
crazy?
she did. She did.
What?
She went in. She went in.
All right, let's
So-
Let's go,
get
let's
back
go.
to
So
it.
that was an excuse to get out the house early in high school. So I did it back then, and then after I got my degree, I did it in college. I was good at it in
What school
college.
you
Like
went
I was the lead, Penn State.
Penn State.
So I had a
Oh,
degree in
nice.
business, and I minored
Same here, bro.
in theater without even knowing it. Just because I was just booking plays. I was the lead of like Fences. I did a few different things. Once on the silent.
You look like some actor nigga. What do you mean? Like somebody look at you like, yeah, you do like you.
Right.
You
He
know,
look
somebody
like-
just-
he said you
Yeah,
look like.
yeah.
You can do backflips or some shit. Like,
Hey, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. But so one thing led to another. I did the corporate thing. I got my degree. I was doing that, and I realized one day like I'll never make it to $1 million, and really be a millionaire.
Right.
You know, because I'm making six figures. It sounds good, but my expenses and what I gotta do and how I gotta work for the company and the taxes. So I was like, the best way to do it is for me to just be an entrepreneur and do it for self. So I decided the best way for me to go about being an entrepreneur is to be my own brand, and be an actor. and that's my brand. So I left my corporate job 2010, spent a year getting unemployment. That's when unemployment gave you 12 months.
Yeah, unemployment
talking
should give you
about?
12 months,
They
and you
give-
could have
and
called.
you coulda- and you coulda called and you gotta
extension,
got the
like, yo,
extension.
I ain't got it. They
And
was
you could have
like,
got the
6 more
extension.
months.
You can't do that no more though. So I
Flip.
took a year off.
Okay.
And I just, researched, got in shape because I was heavy at the time, but I knew as a leading man,
It's
I did.
fat, bro.
I was, yeah.
Really? Titties, bro?
Nick, I was living good, man. Steaks,
Damn.
dog. Ruth Chris twice a
Crazy.
week.
Wow.
My G, I made bread. I was doing good. I was like, niggas thought I was bugging. My brother didn't believe I was gonna quit
Quit what?
the corporate world
the corporate
and
world
stick
is
to
making-
quitting because I was doing all right.
All right.
I'm a young black dude. I'm 25, 26 years old. I'm going out and eating at these. I'm the only black dude in these restaurants. You gotta wear a suit in some of these restaurants for you to.
Fat.
Yeah.
At the time.
Let's get to the
Fat,
point,
come on.
nigga. You was fat, nigga.
Nasty at the time.
You was
All right.
fat, nigga.
Yo.
Yo, I tell you what though, I was getting it though. That's what I was. I was getting it. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
I was enjoying life, but I didn't like the job, and the job consumed my life. So I just did what I think any entrepreneur and a lot of these hustlers are doing nowadays, and just create my own.
Okay.
That's dope. So let's talk about the short film POV. Like,
Talk
can you give
about
us more
it.
details
Can I get
about
a
that?
Yeah, definitely. So let me
Hectic.
see.
There you
I start
go.
getting excited.
Yeah,
See,
right?
this
I got
right
you,
here.
bro.
I'm talking about Birdie holding the nigga
You know
down.
what I mean?
I'm
That's
talking about
fact, bro.
feel at home. I'm coming back.
I don't get no claps, no. See, that's why I don't like these niggas, bro. He hating on me.
You might get
You
claps
fuck
now.
up, bro. They boom, 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 boom.
We got you, man. We got you.
You might get claps. Jay's in the building
Nah, so
now.
yeah, so the film POV is a short film. My brother's a director. He's been working at BET for some time, so we didn't get a chance to work with each other. One day he was like, "Yo, we got to create something." I said, "Everything I produce," and I started producing because I got tired of waiting on these networks to hire me. So I decided to start producing and start creating my own shit and start hiring myself. And I would take on the burden of being a producer because I understand how business works. I know all that shit. So basically, I did the short film. He said, let's create something. We said it has to be conscious to what's happening. In 2015, we thought, why not focus on these African-American youth and how they're being killed by unarmed African-American youth that would be killed by officers, and let's show the different perspectives. So we created this short film. It took us to Cannes, took us to Martha's Vineyard, took us to DC, LA. We won 6 different film festivals, but we've traveled across the world with it. But now we're trying to take it to another level. It's a short film.
The
So we're trying to turn it
production
to a
on the
feature.
production on that was
Yeah,
very
dope.
nice. You know what I'm saying?
Thank
Did you
you, thank
collabo
you.
with anybody? It was just you.
I mean, Charlemagne the God was he played an instrument role in helping us. He did a voiceover. He narrated the film.
Shout out to Charlotte.
Shout out. And so he looked us out. We had Rocky Fresh, was an artist out of. He's an artist that we felt one of the children would have been listening to when something like this happened. Called God Is Great is the name of the single. And they looked us out with being able to let us get. It took some work. Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, at the end of the day, it was a collaborative effort. And we just Mo from Money and Violence came through, showed us some love. So it was a really good look for us. And it's just
One thing I seen that stood out in the movie, right? I seen like the white cop. He was married, right?
yeah.
And you wasn't.
Ooh,
Come on, I do
picked
this.
up on that.
Come
You
on,
picked up
listen,
on that.
listen. This is what I do.
Yeah, that's why we
What
had
I
the
do.
slow pan on
Come
that. Yeah,
Come on,
yeah,
why,
yeah, yeah.
why was that like part of the show that you was single and he was married? You know what I'm saying? Why was that? Why did you put that in the movie?
Because we felt like it was important to show that even though the white officer might have some preconceived prejudices about his people, he still has a fear because of his family. He still has something that makes him fearful for his life at night. It's not just him. He has a family that he's afraid for. He's afraid for his wife and possibly newborn kid, which when we get the feature done, you'll be able to see the full logistics of his family.
So you will understand he's more mature, like his age, right? You're a younger guy.
He's been through more. I'm younger, and I don't know. And I'm the young cop. He's the experienced cop.
Well, why wasn't you able to afford a shirt? That's what I want to know. That's all I want to know through the whole movie. I'm like, my son can't get a shirt.
He was
Somebody give my son a shirt.
Real talk. I didn't agree with that decision, dog. I promise you, I didn't agree
My
with
son
that
said I
decision.
ain't fat no more. And I'm showing it off.
I didn't agree with that decision, my nigga.
I'll give myself for that,
I said,
right?
fuck it, I'll go.
Hey, give
for
my
it,
son
though.
some claps for that. He
Yo,
worked hard,
it's
bro.
some claps to that,
He
man.
worked hard to be able to do that, bro.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. You know,
Set him up for that.
okay, so now with the POV, is there a way for the masses to be able to get a chance to see it? Because it seemed like you would have to be able to attend one of the festivals to see the show.
As of right now, the only way to really see it is to attend. Yeah, and it's up on the filmpov.com, and then there's also the Instagram page you can follow. Haven't been as active on the Instagram page, but the website has the dates with all the upcoming film festivals. But the major goal now is to use this to catapult us into building a feature that will be able to basically, you know, and not to say that we're mimicking what Fruitville Station did, but we definitely honor what they did, and we applaud them and we appreciate what Fruitville
Ain't nothing
Station
wrong with that.
how they set the tone for us. Yeah.
You see Pokemon, you see Digimon. You're gonna get your money, bro. What you mean, bro?
It's not just about the money, for real.
You see
it's
Rick
about
James or whatever, you're gonna
Yeah.
see Elvis. Boy, it's nothing. Get your money, bro.
that's some real
Borrow
talk.
from each
Nah,
other.
but-
That's what it is. What the game's for.
That's real
You see
talk.
the blueprint. Then laying it out. Don't be scared to follow it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Good
I
positive
mean,
energy.
I don't want to get off topic,
have
but
a-
it's good
you-
that he keeps saying get the money because you know
Yeah.
what's crazy for him.
You know that's what we
let's
talk
say
about
get
here.
listen.
You know
for
what we
him,
talk
we gonna
about.
say get the money because what he say he's gonna do with the money is amazing. So I definitely want him to give an opportunity to let everybody know what he's trying to do.
See,
in
the
the
devil's
big
working, right? When you putting out something positive like that, you're going in and out, right? You heard that, right? His mic
Yeah.
going trying to hate on the message,
You know
right?
what I'm saying? But
Who hating on the message? Somebody put some claps or shoot the demons
but
up,
yeah,
bro. Put
man,
it out.
yeah, man. So when we say that you get to the money, let's hope for him to get to the money because he got something
You
real
look, you
important.
see that?
Good looking,
Going
He
in
got
there.
something real important.
So I'll just
that he
real
want.
quick, I'll just say touch on that. I was breaking it down earlier. Basically, I feel like I want to create an educational institution in this country, in the U.S., which I'm grateful to be a Haitian-American citizen, and take individuals from these third nation countries, third world countries, such as Haiti, other islands in the Caribbean, and bring them here, educate them, not just on entertainment, even though it's going to be based in entertainment, but also educate them on the fundamentals to build a country and to build an economy, agriculture, architecture, so they can create homes that'll withstand some of these elemental, forces. Help them understand foreign policy, help them understand the logistics of creating a country, and then allow them to go back and use that. Because I saw what it was like whenever I go back to Haiti. I went back last year, and I seen how my second cousins were teaching each other, and that's so there's 5 siblings in the house. 2 of them go to school. The oldest is teaching the 3 youngest what they know, and it's not a burden. They're excited. The kids are excited to learn from the oldest, and the oldest wants to learn more. So they're looking. So the oldest wants to be off with the father and the guardians of the home to find out what they can about life. So it's like everybody wants that knowledge when they're not able to afford it. But in this country where we're able to, we lose sight of it because of all the distractions that are placed in front of us.
People spend millions of dollars to distract us. So
Yes.
billions of dollars. So you can't fault a lot of people.
It's not easy.
I'm just saying,
I
it's definitely
agree.
not easy.
I agree.
It's a lot of money that goes into this, so don't act like.
So what exactly is this Steam Pal app?
Word. Okay, bong. So what happened was I found a void for actors where actors need to memorize lines. Like you get lines. If you're fortunate enough, you'll get an audition piece like a week in advance. If you're, for the average, you'll get lines 2 to 3 days. You may not always have time to find someone to work those lines with.
Is reading fundamental
So
in this?
it is.
Okay.
It is.
How hard is it if you can't read?
You can find. There's always a way. There's always a way. You got Google.
What
You
do
can
you-
there's always a way. There's always a
You
way.
think everybody can read?
There's ways around it. You can find-
Technology, things can read for you.
Things can exactly.
Okay.
There's ways around it.
Okay.
There's things that can read it for you. You just got to be able to figure out a way for it to
Be
work for you.
resourceful.
You got to be resourceful.
Be
my
resourceful.
G.
There's a word.
So
back to the
when you
app.
say that, when
Word
you
of the
say
day.
that,
Be resourceful.
hold
I
on.
told my
When
son
you
that today,
say
too.
that, do you know any actors that don't know how to read?
Do you know any actors that's
Crickets.
maybe you don't want to smoke nobody, but if you've been in a room, it's probably not uncommon, right?
Nigga, that's duh.
Yeah, right?
That's
I've been in a
dumb.
classroom and I've been like,
No, I had a problem trying to read when I was young because I learned Creole and then my mom spoke Creole and
Same
Spanish.
here. Remember I told you that? It was a problem growing up trying to read.
It was tough.
Bro.
It was tough.
Because mom, who's gonna teach me how to read? My mom's. She can't read. She can't speak the language. My mom's can't speak the language, bro.
Okay.
What do you think my mom's is a high school? No.
Okay.
No, she's not, bro.
Okay.
It's
I'm not arguing.
very difficult,
Listen,
bro.
I'm not
Now,
gonna
you looked at
argue.
it like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Boy,
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
your
my growing
moms,
up, bro.
your moms
Yeah,
could
Not
read.
easy.
She
I used
could
to
not
always say, boy, if I
pronounce.
could read, bro, right?
Your moms could
it's
read.
over, blood.
Your
Like,
moms
for real.
let's keep it 100. Your moms could read because the
No, I'm
French
just saying,
language, the French
when she
language,
first got here,
the
when she-
French
by the time
language
she-
has more rules than the English language.
Bro, listen to
so
me, bro.
her pronouncing in English was a difficulty for her, but she can read because if she
You have
read
to.
the French
Reading is not just saying
language,
words, bro. She have to comprehend as well.
grammar.
Reading is not just
Grammar.
saying the words, right? You have to comprehend. If she can't comprehend, she's not reading. She's just saying words.
She's saying the words.
It sounded like I stepped in some shit.
No, I'm
Like,
just saying.
There was already some shit over here, and I was trying to go that way.
That's what we do.
But then the North Star started to come
This
this way.
is what we do.
And
This is
now
what
I'm
we do.
all up
This
on
is-
knee
this
high
is-
in
we're
my
gonna
shit.
I'm
get back-
saying
This
this.
is what
Listen.
This is what
Anybody
we
got
do.
some
This is what we do.
freshener?
Yeah,
This is-
you can't just
this is
come
what we
here
do.
and think we just gonna talk. Listen,
We're not
we got
gonna.
brains.
We're not gonna
Right.
We got
accept it
brains
all.
and we're gonna exercise
But let's
our
get
words.
back to the app, though. I want to know more
Things
about
you know,
the
bro.
app.
It's a fact.
No, but no, that was reading is fundamental though. But with this app, it makes it easier. So, so what happens is you can actually download, upload rather your sides. The sides are what they call it when you're about to audition. They send you 2 to 3 pages, up to 10. It could be 1 to 10 pages of script. So that's called sides. So when you get your sides, you can upload it to this app. The app, then you have a certain number of friends. You get to choose who you want to read. Like if it's Mike and Jay, I get to say, okay, I need somebody to read the lines for Jay for me. So I
And the
send
app
out
will
my
read it?
side, not the app, but I have 10 different people on the app
Oh, that would read
that,
it.
I can say, yo, read the lines for Jay for me. You send it back, read the lines for Jay for me. And then when whoever I like that reads it back the most to me, that reads it back to my liking the most, they send it back and I get to practice my lines with the app. So now I send the recording over. I actually got it on my phone. So I send the recording over and then I'm able to actually use it just so I can run my lines in between, because that's part of memorizing. But going into perform, you got to know your lines.
Okay.
And not to the point that you're thinking like, what's my next line? Like you got to know
gotta
it that
know
you
it
to like a second
comfortable.
nature.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, what comes after M?
I don't know.
And
Bang. My point exactly. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. But I'm
You're
just
right.
it's just to show you, because if you're in the middle of the scene, you can't stop and think, oh shit, what's my line? I gotta, there's so many factors going into it. When I shot Tails, we had a scene where we're outside and it's pouring rain, and the weather was supposed to be partly cloudy. It was pouring rain. We're outside. I'm performing this scene outside of a car. I had to walk out. I'm not gonna give too much away, but I have all kinds of different paraphernalia on my person that I had to pull out in the scene, remembering what was in what pocket. There's the rain coming down. I'm shit covering my eyes, but I gotta be a tough guy. I gotta be this character while this is happening. You know what I mean? Like, so you can't be trying to remember the shit. You just gotta know
You gotta
it.
know it. So how much do improv plays a part? Because you have to.
Once you know it, it's easy. Once you
play, become the character.
what sport do you play?
Basketball. Bro.
So when it comes to basketball,
really.
when it comes, okay, no. But let's say
Yo, Jay, hold on. Wait. Hold on.
No.
Now,
For the
okay,
sake
you know
of-
what?
Jay,
For the sake
I
of
saved
this,
you.
for the sake of him,
Yo.
no, for the
Yo,
sake
Jay,
of him,
I
for the
saved you, so don't say nothing.
For the sake of we're gonna understand.
Real quick, so for the sake of argument,
Yes.
you playing ball, you about to come up and you see the defender comes and tries to block you. You knew you was about to come and just throw it right in. 1, 2, boom. But because he steps up, you know you're gonna improv and you're gonna do a spin. You're gonna
Not doing
come
nothing
up,
like
spin.
that.
He
You'll
said,
pull
I'm not-
up 1,
I
2.
probably
You'll
don't
spin
improv. I
around
ain't gonna lie to
him.
you.
But okay, maybe not. I'm just saying. When you play ball enough, you know how to
I know what you're talking about.
improv your move on the cuff.
Yeah.
And you've done it enough to know, okay, I can go this way, and I know that I'll be able to hit him with the
But
rhythm.
you know how some
Maybe
direct
he won't.
things trying to fry my. But listen,
It's the only birdie that can't fly.
I will save him.
I'm sorry, my bad. Sorry.
I like this. Yo, he was my favorite. He got his favorite. Yo, this is the. Yo, listen.
I'm kidding. My nigga, I'm sorry. You came with the flag. I gotta show love.
that
I love
was
it.
fire.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Make sure y'all save that clip right there.
You know,
Jay, I saved you, so stop it. Saved
Trying
you,
to say
Jay.
Birdie a bench woman?
Come on. You know
So we gotta
how
wrap
it
it
is,
up. I
Jay.
think that's the.
know what's up.
So what
Harry
project? So what's the
No, my
what
bad.
project do you have coming
So
up?
good,
So
bro.
okay, yeah. So next project I have coming up is called Animate a Film. You can find it on animatefilm.com. Anime ANIME thefilm.com. Mac Wiles executive produced it. We're looking for distribution, looking for a specific home for it right now. But it's the same production team that did After Hours for his last album. It was a 6-episode miniseries on Tidal. So that might be a possible location. You know, we're figuring things out, but really good turnout. So make sure y'all log on to that page.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do that.
And you
That's a fact.
mentioned Tales on BET. Like
Yeah, it
tell us
tells.
about that.
I'm in the second season. It comes out. Debuts April 23rd. I'm in the 4th episode after Mac, which is gonna be May something. You know,
You can give us
Dope.
some. What do you do? What's your
I
word?
can tell you it's very dark.
Very cool.
It's EXO. The episode is about EXO tour life.
Okay.
What's the how does the song go? Shoot.
You know the song.
The EXO tour life song.
right.
But push me to the head.
Yeah.
All my friends are
okay.
dead.
Yeah.
So it's a very dark. My character is very dark. It was a dope experience. I just can't wait for people to see it. Like,
Okay.
you know what I mean? Like, it's a whole different character than who I am. And so it was just fun playing that.
Do you like get lost in your character? Do you ever get scared to get lost in your character?
I do get scared.
Like when L Cool J did what was it, Into Deep?
In,
Into Deep? No?
In too deep.
Yeah.
Into
Too
Deep,
Deep,
yeah,
right?
he
And
did
you had
Into
to
Deep,
play
yeah,
what's
yeah,
it
yeah,
called?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
kind of like
The-
Tupac played with Bishop and like
Yeah.
Sun did Joker and
Yeah, Heath Ledger. I mean,
Yeah,
I think
that's what I'm saying.
I'm not at the level where I'm putting
maybe
in
because you don't want to.
months.
I know you could be there if you want.
No, I can, but I mean, like, I'm not at the level where I have to spend months engulfed in this. Like, when it gets to the point where I have to spend months, or
What's the
I've spent a
most?
few weeks.
What's the most you did? A few weeks?
No, actually, no, I have done months when it comes to theater, but it's never been a negative character. It's never been somebody that scared me to
So
death.
is that like pushing? That's not like pushing your limit.
Yeah,
Is it?
it can be.
Whoa,
I've
that's kind of scary, right?
like
You
if
could
it
get lost in the.
No, yeah. It's not difficult when you do theater, especially if you playing somebody cruel or evil, and it's theater, and you got to be living that.
So,
Creeps into
so
your
there's
life.
like
It does.
there's conscious actors. That's a thing.
That
being
would
a
turn down
conscious-
that role.
Yeah,
Like, nah, I ain't with that.
yeah, I'm not with that.
Some-
It's like
yeah,
certain
some
ro-
actors would.
Huh?
Now when the
Some
bag is there, right? Nigga, like pay you, nigga.
I know some actors that are successful enough
To turn that down.
to turn that down. Yeah. yeah.
Oh, you at that level?
No. Nah, I will never be at. I mean, like, unless
don't do
unless
that.
it messes
that.
compromises my
Don't do
principles.
that.
Like, there's certain principles I just won't go against, especially
Yeah.
being a Haitian man, and coming
got
from a nation that
Prides
that gain our
themselves.
own free, that has
Pride.
pride and gain our own
You know
independence.
what it is.
Certain things is just
You know what it is. Taboo. Don't even play with that.
So how many
1804,
auditions?
baby.
Play with. That's why I don't.
1804. This
How many
1804.
auditions did it take before you
1804.
got your first role?
Oh man. No, I mean, I count the web series things I did too, and that was just me knocking on 1,000 doors until I could, I did the Ave in Brooklyn. I did Money and Violence second season. I did, that just took me knocking on doors to be able to get into some of those roles. But until I got my first
Major role?
TV
Right.
audition, like where I actually spoke on national television, that was probably like my third or fourth audition.
Nice.
Unforgettable, some TV show on NBC or CBS.
So did you do any like acting classes and stuff like that?
Oh
before
yeah,
you-
yeah, I do it. I'm consistently working that muscle, because in any sport you have to always stay up to
Practice,
par.
yeah.
You don't expect the QB to take a month off and
Who
then
your
go back in
biggest
the game.
influence? Like actor,
Uh,
or actress. Actor or actress.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
respect that,
mean,
my
that's
G.
right.
As director, as creative control, I would say Ava DuVernay, but as actor, I'd have to say right now
Well,
Michael B. Jordan is who I'm looking
Not
up
to
to.
My
cut
son
you off, but it
working.
was so good having
He
you
out here
here. We
working.
thank you. We
Thank
look
you.
forward to your
Thank
future
you. I
projects. We
appreciate
hope you come back.
Yo,
Definitely,
go,
definitely.
I hope you
my
get that
guy
funding.
right
you
Good
here.
need.
energy, my zone. You gonna keep in touch. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Definitely, my G.
We gotta come see if the birdie
Coming
can
through,
fly. or
definitely.
not.
As soon as that
his
project
thing, he
come
did his
out, we
thing.
would love for you to
You
come
know I
back.
saved you too.
Huh?
I saved him. I saved him. You know what's up?
Oh, that's
Saved him.
Yo, we gotta bring.
Pull up.
Pull up. Yo,
You know what's up?
this is the future right here.
Yes,
what's
up?
definitely.
Okay, all right.
That's the future right here. This
Oh,
little
that was
Jay.
good. Dap,
Come
too.
on, come.
The
pull up.
future
You
of
gotta pull up.
basketball.
Look,
You don't know what I did to you on the court, bro.
Huh?
What I did to you on the court, bro.
He ain't do nothing.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. See what I did to your dad. Yeah.
What's up, Ethan? How you doing, man? He's
Oh,
fouling
now
you.
I'm fouling?
He's fouling you, Ethan.
Come on. You had
to
I believe
foul him?
he had to foul him. He had to foul him. What's up, E?